Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody.
Woo! Yay!
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you all so much for coming to the Duo Improv Showcase out there in the TV world, in the Twitch world. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off for now because the people that are gonna be coming out here are gonna be really far away from me. They're gonna be at least 12 feet away from me. So I'm not gonna give them anything other than maybe a headache. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for coming out today. If you are watching from Facebook or YouTube, you can do that. We're going to be live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. But if you want to heckle, if you want to give suggestions, then you're going to want to go to Twitch. That's where everybody is. That's where the big party is happening. But otherwise, Facebook's cool too. And then YouTube, you know, I don't know. I like YouTube too. But anyway, this is the Duo Improv Showcase. And tonight we have two fantastic people. They're going to be coming out here doing stuff for you based on your suggestions. Hopefully you'll be giving lots of suggestions out there in the chat room, and they'll look down, they'll see it, and they'll use whatever they have, or whatever they see, whatever they want to do. And there's one special element that I'll introduce in a moment as well. But first, let's bring out Tony Beeman and Zach Goldberg. Woo! 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 Oh, there they are. Hey guys, how you doing?
We're good. How are you?
Good. Oh, I'm doing really well.
Nice.
And you two right now are socially distanced, and all night long you're going to be able to you know, just play. You're going to be playing it safe there, but also both of you have traveled as well together, went camping and that kind of thing. We'll talk about that in a moment, but if you'd like, you can take off your masks.
Okay.
At this point. You're nice and safe. We're following all the rules. We really are. There's hand sanitizer out there. Anyway, so Zach and Tony are both photographers, and they've gone on big, long excursions taking photographs, and I'm going to ask them a couple of questions. So why don't you guys tell me about that? Somebody want to tell me about your photo expertise?
Well, Tony and I were connected on Facebook just from the theater, and at one point I had put a post out about some hike or something, and he had shown some interest. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'd do that." I'm like, "All right." So the next journey or hike that was planned, it was like, "Hey, you want to?"
Right. And then when Zach says next, he went on, like, how many hikes did you go on? Because you've gone on a hike with like most of Washington State.
It was a busy summer.
Yeah, Zach's having some kind of crisis that he's solving by taking 1,000 hikes.
Thanks. My mom, my wife, my friends, and a couple clients are watching, so that's great.
It's all right.
Thank you.
And Zach
and
says,
maybe my kids.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
If your wife's watching, then haven't you decided to get your wife a dog yet?
Oh boy.
I promised his wife I would help encourage him to get another dog. So
I knew I didn't want her to have your cell phone for a reason.
Oh boy, there's going to be a battle after the show.
Yeah.
The real show starts after the show.
I'll just keep getting Zach in trouble if you let me.
Oh, well, Zach is fun to get in trouble. And speaking of trouble, no, just kidding. Speaking of that, Zach, what is your improv experience? Like, when did you kind of start? Maybe from either, I don't know what it was, classes or
I actually did improv in kind of two phases. I did improv in the early 2000s down in LA because I had moved down to LA to be with my then fiance and wife, and LA sucks and you can't make friends, so you go get into your hobby. So I'm like, oh, I always wanted to try this, so I went and did improv classes at Second City and went through their conservatory program, and you know, it was a student stage, but it was pretty fun, and had some good experiences with that. And then I started making babies, and then improv became more entertaining them, and I took a long hiatus. And when I moved up here, tried a couple things, but nothing really stuck. And then a couple years ago, I found Unexpected Productions and went through all the classes here, and have been involved with duos. And
now you're performing in front of a studio audience.
Yeah, this is a nice way to warm up after 9 months of not being on stage.
Tony, you got started a long time ago with Unexpected Productions, and what was what was your biggest inspiration, I guess, right before you got involved? Like, what got you involved?
I was a poetry major, and shockingly, I never made a lot of money off that. So, but I'd done really kind of bad improv in college a couple times, and I was like, improv's this gimmicky thing, but I'm a poet. And then I came out in Washington State. I was going to work for a small company called Microsoft for like 3 years and go be a poet. And it turned out I didn't really like creating art on my own. Then I came to see a show in Unexpected Productions. In fact, Christmas Carol, improvised Christmas Carol, our show we just started, that now I get to be in. And it was like one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. I think Jill Ferris was like Scrooge or Cratchit that year. She must have been Cratchit because Randy was Scrooge. And it was just like, I couldn't believe the performers like taking like 30 suggestions and just like having the best time of their life, it looked like, while we had the best time in the audience.
Well, yeah, now you're one of the main actors and you know, kind of a director assistant as well. You've done so many of these shows. Do you have people come up to you off the street or whatever and recognize you as being the ghost or being in Christmas Carol?
Sometimes. One of my like first dates with Janine, who's now my wife, like we went into a winery and they were like, "Oh my God, it's Rambo." Because they'd seen this one show where I'd played like Rambo as a Christmas Carol ghost who like, as the ghost, he kept like shooting Scrooge to get him to change. And they like couldn't stop talking about it. It was like one of the best things you could have on a date. So yeah, every once in a while I run into people in Seattle. At least I used to when people went outside. So.
He went to a winery. I went to a dive Bangladeshi food restaurant in the Tenderloin district. So you'll see throughout the evening there may be some contrast between the two of us.
Oh, no, yeah. Well, and I was going to say, Zach, so you have a friend who's actually going to be a special guest tonight.
Yes. So when I talked about duos and how duos was kind of the open mic night and how there'd be 10 to 12 acts that would all do 5 to 7 minutes, I have a friend who lives in Colorado who's like, "Oh, I'll fly out. I want to do one of those. I'll get up. I'll do anything. You can just, I'll be your straight man, and we'll do something funny, and it'll be great." And so when this came up, and this format's a little intimidating because it's not 5 minutes, it's the whole night, I thought, you know what? Now's the time for his first time. So Tom is utilizing some new technology that the theater put in place. So we had already purchased a camera system that we hadn't done anything with. COVID provided us with the motivation to get this in place. It's a 3-camera system and it can zoom and switch, and we've got, we're learning it. But there's a feature on it where you can dial in, and then with a password, your 4th camera can be anywhere on the planet. So right now, if we're doing this right, Tom is in Colorado.
Yes, so let's give a virtual round of applause to Tom. And he'll be there he is. I just heard him.
Yep, I'm here.
Woo! Are you awake?
After that monologue, I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm still here. Keep it moving.
Thank you.
And Tom, we can actually, Tom's actually on camera, so we can actually like flash into him. Maybe he's been flashed into. I'm not sure. You're cut too, but Tom, what do you think of this? Have you ever done anything like this before?
Yeah, but not lately. I had drank for 32 years, but I used to do stupid stuff like that regularly before that, so it's been a while.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. And so, do you want to tell how we're going to be using Tom, or is it going to be a surprise?
Well, it might be a surprise to all of us.
Yeah, we kind of invited Tom to kind of be our narrator, but kind of do what he wants tonight. So he may throw us for a loop. He may because we're going to have to make whatever he says make sense throughout the night.
So Tom might be sound effects, he might be narration. It's possible he could, be an internal voice in our head. We'll see what ends up happening.
And Tom, just one more. Now you've never done anything like this before? Any kind of improv before?
I am a alcohol marketer. So, because people just run from me the minute they see me.
Oh, I see. You cut out there a little bit, but so you're saying this is more, you're used to usually scaring people away instead of entertaining them.
Yes. Every day of my life, I am repelling people and thinking on my feet. So this should be no problem.
Awesome.
Well, we know that you're on camera, so we'll cut to you a couple of times as well. We'll be able to see your beautiful face. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I think that's about
That's all we
it.
need. Let's
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so right now, Zach and Tony are going to be doing a something for us for the Duo Showcase. And before I introduce them, I also wanted to let you know that, like Tony mentioned, we are going to be doing an improvised Christmas Carol every Friday and Saturday at 8:30. On December 19th, we're going to be doing an improvised Christmas Carol, but it's going to be a special night. So it'll be at 7 o'clock, and it's going to be a fundraiser for Unexpected Productions. So the theater, the stage that you're seeing right now with these guys on it, is something we've been part of the Pike Place Market for Pike Place Market for about 25 years. We've been a company for about 37 years, and we want to keep the space. We want to make sure that we can come back after COVID kind of settles down a little bit and be an active part of this community again. So we hope that you're able to help us do that by coming to the show on December 19th at 7 o'clock, and also maybe be able to help us out with a donation, or at least refer people to this show. And you can do that at donation.upimprov.org. It's actually donation.upimprov.org. Or go to our website, unexpectedproductions.org, to see all the info. And so right now, I think this screen froze or something. Right now, let's give it up for Tony and Zach.
All right. We're going to need to get some suggestions from the audience to get us started, because we're talking to Zach about what we should do. Sometimes we prepare a long time ahead, but we planned this show this week. By plan, I mean we talked about for 10 minutes. We thought we'd do a Santa movie. And so there's a couple of things that always happen in, I think, a Santa movie. And so I'm vamping a little bit because our little chat window is, there we go. So the first thing I'm going to need is Zach did something to incapacitate Santa. So if you're in chat there, can you let us know what might have happened to Santa? What happened to Santa is one thing I'm going to ask. I'm going to keep on asking questions. So throw in as many answers to these as you want. Also, I see poison cookie. A poison cookie, excellent. So there's also like a true lesson that that Zach's going to have to learn tonight. What's that lesson? The lesson of the holidays. It might be a Christmas lesson, but it could be any holiday. It could be just a good lesson in general. See baseball bat to the temple also, which is probably answering the old question. So
oh yeah. You got beat out by poison cookie, right, Drew?
Wait for the sale.
Oh boy.
Wait for the sale is an excellent lesson that you might need to know for Christmas. And I see some other things in there, and I think we might use these throughout the show. Thinking Santa's an intruder.
Oh.
That might come up throughout one. And I see diabetes as a general suggestion.
Very good. You know, in any good movie, the hero has a catchphrase.
Yeah.
If we can get a suggestion for a catchphrase,
Yep, we could use a catch.
We would love a catchphrase.
Yeah. And while you're thinking of those, release the Kraken. Hail Santa. I like it. I think a final thing might be, Zach, Zach's kind of Zach, but he's going to be a different Zach. We're not going to make him play actual Zach. What's a job that in this world, before, he has to save Christmas, what job might Zach have? What is that job that somebody who would be unlikely to save Christmas might have? I see tax attorney. I also see, I think this is maybe a previous one, Walmart greeter, dunk scooper, late night mortician.
Ooh.
Is one of those really like reaching out to you?
Oh, it depends on who made that suggestion, but late night mortician.
Okay, I like it. So
boy.
this is what we know. Zach is a mortician who kills Santa or hurts Santa. Something happens to Santa with a poison cookie. He has to learn to wait for the sale. We're just going to do this as a movie with the help from our narrator. So I think we should start with some narration.
Idea where it's going, and I am clueless to the format, but seeing Zach is very, very exciting to me because he is an incredible mortician, and I think he's got the right job.
Doctor, are you almost done with those bodies?
I'm making cookies first. I don't like to deal with the bodies till I've had my cookies.
All right, just be careful. You know the rumor about cookies and what it can attract.
What are you saying?
Oh, nothing. I'm heading home. I'll see you on Monday.
Where was I? Just a couple more ingredients.
Ho, 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 ho. What's this I smell?
Well, it's cookie dough, Santa. Everyone loves cookie dough.
Cookie dough? In the unlikeliest of places. Well, it's a couple of weeks early, but I was heading home from the mall after spending some time with some children.
Well, I never really had a lot of visits from you, but I heard you like cookies, and I might have something to go with that.
There's a reason, Zach. I never visited you when you were a boy. You were always naughty, always obsessed with dead things.
So I killed a couple squirrels.
Sure, that's where it started. Then you became a mortician.
Well, but I'm helping them enter the other world.
Well,
And to their final look.
when you put it that way,
That's not so bad. You should visit me this year, Santa. Have one of my cookies and
you're right. Maybe I will.
put me on the list. And
I mean, cookies.
Hold it. That's how he killed the rats. Don't eat the cookie, no matter what you do. Don't eat that cookie. That's how he killed the rats. That's how he'll kill you, Santa.
I almost heard a voice in the wind.
yeah, it's nothing. It's just the wind.
Yeah.
Here, wash it down with one of these, Santa. It's not
Don't eat it!
It's all I have.
Oh, whoa. Ho, 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 I don't feel so good. My belly feels like it's full of jelly.
Oh,
Oh,
sleep it off. You'll be fine, Santa.
oh, 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 oh.
I tried to warn him.
The next day.
Yes?
Your name, Zach?
It is? What are you doing in my garden, sir?
I'm an elf. Elves love gardens.
Oh, well, I have some gnomes over here, but I don't have an elf.
Look, buddy, you think it's funny to think elves and gnomes are the same thing?
You're both short.
Do I look short?
You're large.
That's right.
For an elf?
People think elves are short. I guess they've never read Tolkien. Look, I got a report that Santa was last seen in your laboratory, in the morgue. We're looking for him.
Well,
We can't find him.
he stopped by and said hi and just was checking his list, and that was the last I saw of him.
And so did he say where he was going?
He didn't say a lot. It was kind of jumbled. The last thing I heard him say was not very coherent.
Oh, this isn't good. This isn't good. If we can't find Santa, Christmas will be ruined.
Well, Christmas isn't that big of a deal anyways. I mean, it's just a capitalist thing. It's good for Amazon. It's good for, Wall Street, but who cares?
Well, is that what you humans really think about Christmas these days?
Oh, I don't care about it.
You don't care, do you?
No, it's just another day. There's 365 days. It's one of them. I mean, if it was Hanukkah, you'd get 7. That's at least a little cooler.
Well, there's a reason Santa was visiting you. He thought you had a chance.
I don't know what you mean. I mean,
He met up with us every year. Santa goes and he visits one person who's never really, gotten Christmas. He says, I'm going to try to change their heart this year.
I think he just came because he wanted some food. I mean, he didn't seem any different than, somebody begging for food on the street.
Well, he's different, though. He climbs down your chimney, and he had a big beard. Well, okay, that does sound a lot like somebody who might be on the street, but he doesn't really have a home. He lives in the... Anyway, the point is it's different.
Well, I don't know.
Here's the thing. We elves are prepared to pay you a substantial sum of money if you could help us out.
Well, I do like money.
See, the rules are very clear. The last place Santa goes is where the Santa magic lands. And given that you were the last human to see Santa, the magic landed on you. So whether or not you feel it, we're kind of stuck with you.
I don't know. I have a job.
Take the money, Zach.
I don't know if I should take the money because,
Yeah.
I don't know that I don't know that I want to get involved in this. I mean, this elf guy seems creepy, and I know creepy.
Don't listen to
Said
that devil.
Zach never.
Don't listen to the devil's voice. Listen to me. Do it for good reasons. I'm your better side.
I don't know. I gotta go to my thinking spot.
Meanwhile, at Zach's thinking spot. Hi, Zach.
Making it rain, making it rain.
Oh, you're always so good, especially on the holidays.
Oh, well, every day's a holiday when you deal with dead people. I feel like you're the most alive person I know.
I wish this year was going to be a holiday, but did you hear Santa's missing?
Yeah, but, so what? I mean, we can do what we always do. And just, you can play Santa Baby and I can make it rain.
I don't think so. Me and the other girls have been talking. Well, Santa's not coming. What's the point?
You're into Santa?
Of course, Santa comes every year. He cares about us. He doesn't judge us. He's the part of the holiday that, other than judging children for being naughty, once you're an adult, he's pretty much okay with it. I wish someone would help out and make it happen, because without Santa, I just don't think we can go on. We may have to close down the exotic club. Thanks, Zach. I'd give you a dance if it was allowed by Jay Inslee, but
You know, I'm just gonna go get something to eat.
order up. Hamburger.
It's about time.
You're in quite a mood.
You put mayo on this? Really?
Yeah, it's supposed to look like snow. It's the new snow burger.
How many times have I been here?
You know what? You want good customer service?
I want a burger with no mayo, like the last time I asked for a burger.
Look who wants a special deal. Look who wants it his way. You know, I came to work this morning and I thought, I'm going to give the customers a better experience. And then I found out Santa's not coming this year. And I thought, why bother? Why bother with anything, huh? I'm just going to charge full price for whatever I feel like serving.
You can't do that to people. It's not fair.
Really?
Really?
Well, they can just buy whatever price they want. As far as I care, that's capitalism, right? That's all Christmas is. Just capitalism. I used to believe in something, too. When I found out Santa gave up, figured I might as well give up, too.
But it's not fair if all you're worried about is the money.
Oh, it's not fair. Well, that's so you're a person to say that. Everyone knows you're one of the stingiest morticians in town. Always offering special deals and then charging people double when their loved ones die. You make a fine penny and you're successful, but what?
I'm not hungry. I'm going home to go to bed.
You still got to pay for it. Oh.
Sorry.
Sugar plum fairies dancing in his head. New fallen snow. Dandruff on his shoulders. Bowls full of jelly. Ho, 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 ho. I believe in you, Zach. Hey, buddy. Hope you don't mind me letting myself into your bedroom.
Am I dreaming?
Maybe. Is this what you dream about?
No.
Strange elves in your bed?
Normally I dream of food and dead people and strippers.
I think what you're having is a guilty conscience.
But you're not normally in my dream.
Well, I'm not in your dream. I'm in your bedroom. I don't have anywhere to go, all right?
Well,
Look, the magic's stuck with you. I'm stuck with you, too. No one else can see me except for you.
I'm just so confused.
Look, all you have to do is learn to be Santa in about 7 days and save Christmas.
I don't think I can do it, but what with the
Zach,
training and this
poison
stuff?
the elf. Poison the elf. Zach, you got Santa. Poison the elf.
Well, it'll
Would
be
you-
pretty rough.
Would you?
I'm going to really put
Would
you
you-
through the
would-
paces.
Would you like some cookie dough while
Well, you've
while
already-
I think about your offering?
Yeah, you've already learned the spirit of Christmas. This is going to be
Yeah,
easier than I thought. Why, thank you, Zach.
It's good, huh?
Delicious. Wow. We elves don't normally eat cookies. Uh-oh.
Bye, elf.
Uh-oh. I'm having a need to urinate frequently. Was there Did you put sugar in these?
I'm testing a vaccine.
I'm having elf-onset diabetes.
Well,
You're gonna have to train on your own now.
oh,
Good luck.
I don't think I can carry gifts all night. These are heavy.
Really?
I just can't do it.
Hey, I couldn't help noticing you. Are you moving into this encampment?
I'm trying to strengthen my back so I can deliver things.
It's pretty hard living out in the street, you know, but all of us have learned to lift things and carry them about and look after ourselves. We could probably show you.
What could I learn from you? You're homeless.
Sure, you could learn a lot of things.
Like, test me.
All right. The police are coming in and they're armed to the teeth. They're about to destroy your home. What do?
You make them cookies?
You can't solve every problem by poisoning people with cookies. Sometimes you have to find it in yourself to help them and help yourself.
Well,
The answer's obvious. You just have to be faster than they are. You have to move from house to house. See, that's how we've learned to get by in Seattle. People with money look the other way, and they're not going to help us, and they let the police raid our camp, so we've had to move from house to house faster and faster.
do you hear that? Do you hear that? That makes sense to me.
Yeah, that's right. You got it, Zach. Good luck.
Very good.
We couldn't hear it. More. Enter. Welcome to the last toy shop in Seattle. We don't really have much since Amazon pretty much taken over the market, but we have a couple of wooden toys in back if I can interest you in anything.
Well, I have a small budget. What's cheap?
Well, cheap, I suppose, plastic or cardboard cards that are collectible. Not Pokemon, but knockoff Pokemon cards.
I'll take those.
All right, how many toys do you need?
Yeah, enough for a couple houses. I'll go to 15.
15 houses?
15 houses.
I think we've got enough for that. It's been pretty hard here. You know, we were making it until we heard Santa's not going to do his job this year. Santa always came every year. He didn't just get toys for 15 houses. He got toys for 7 to 8 billion houses.
That's overachievement in my book.
That's true.
I
I
think 15 sounds pretty good.
People are divided up into less houses, but, you know, something on that magnitude.
Well, this year people are gonna get a different experience, something new.
Well, it is true.
We're gonna partially cancel Christmas.
You know, something I always noticed was Santa spent far too much on toys. He buys all his toys in the early December when prices on toys are the highest.
Here's what I could do. I could show up at every house while people are sleeping, and I could whisper bad ideas in their ears. I'll give them a memory.
You're going to whisper bad ideas in people's ears.
I mean, kids, the stuff they can get off their cell phones nowadays is worse than anything I could whisper. It'll be fine.
So you're going to whisper these bad ideas to what end?
Well, and then they'll have something. They'll have a memory. They'll have a moment.
What happened to you as a child.
Can you imagine? It is so very sad that he thinks a bad memory is better than no memory. But that's just the caliber of Zach.
Little Zach, wake up.
Oh no.
I'm sleeping, Dad.
Zach, wake up. I have something to tell you. You know how you had that idea that me, your mom, and the rest of the family, we'd go on vacation this year?
Yeah.
That was a good idea, son. That was a great idea.
Yeah?
But it's not happening.
Why, Dad?
Well, I got laid off from the toy factory. So I'm afraid that we don't have the money for it.
I hate your boss. And I hate you for not being able to keep a job, Dad. Did you show up with no pants on again?
Oh, yes.
Did you drink on the job again?
Yes.
Did you make awkward sounds when your coworkers walked by?
I did. But son, people expect that of me.
You're always losing your job, Dad, and we have nothing.
Yeah. You want better, son? See, the problem with great ideas is they set up great expectations. You expect too much. So you get your hopes up, and then they get dashed. Me? I don't have great ideas. I have bad ideas. It turns out not wearing your pants to work is a bad idea. But after a while, people don't expect so much of me. And so sure, I'm not happy ever, but I'm not sad either. I just sort of glide by in the middle. Never have a great idea, son. Bad ideas.
Zach, it is time to start your life of shoplifting. Get the presents by stealing from the store.
Sir, you zoned out there for a moment.
Shoplifting is your answer.
Well, I guess I could buy more. I'm not going to stop by my happy place today, and I can afford whatever you can give me with that.
Okay, well, I'm going to go back and get the catalog, all right? Just make yourself comfortable out here, and we'll go through the catalog, and, we can go through some of the expensive items out here. Yep. A lot of nice toys out there. Pretty expensive ones, too. Took my wife and I a long time to collect them. I'll just be another 2 or 3 minutes. And I'll be out with that catalog. You're still here.
Yeah, I was thinking. I just don't have a real friend. I don't have somebody that I can sort things out with.
You don't have a real friend. Look, I thought you were going to rip this shop off.
Well,
I mean, I know who you are. You're Zach the Mortician.
No, I mean, to be honest, I might have picked that up when you were back in the other room. And
Shoplifter.
You know what this is?
just looked like another toy. I was just trying to get to 15.
Just another toy. This is a bag of holding. It holds all sorts of magical items. The thing is, the possessor has to really believe that the thing they want is in there. In theory, there's no end to the limit of the number of things it could have in it. But
So
these days, people don't have big ideas, so he usually doesn't have very much.
It's like a magic genie bottle.
Kind of. But only for the person who really believes that there's something worthwhile inside. I believe there's something worthwhile in you. I'd be your friend.
You would? Nobody's ever said that before.
You're my only customer. Everyone else just buys everything from Amazon.
Is this the moment when, if it was appropriate, two people would hug?
Yeah, but in this world, all we do is wave at each other and talk about how we'll hug next year.
Well, I'll put that hug on layaway.
You take this.
Thank you. After I sanitize it,
Yeah.
I'll see if I can make it work.
And you know what? I have a feeling next year there's going to be a great big sale on hugs. You'll just have to wait for it.
I felt really good.
Zach's about my happy mortician after all.
Wow,
Told you,
I have a friend.
nothing worse.
Like a real friend. I have a friend. Would you like to be my friend?
Well, sure, buddy. I mean, since you took our lesson of how to move from house to house so fast. But look, it's getting cold out. I can tell by the number of my friends who froze to death last night that Christmas is almost here.
Well, I can't bring them back to life, but I could make them look pretty for the afterworld.
Really? You would do that?
I'd just dump them off by the door tomorrow.
God, that sounds tempting. But we all know that there's one job that you've got to do. You still haven't agreed to do it.
Well, you know, now that I have a friend, two friends, I think maybe by doing something good, I might make more friends.
Really? How many friends do you think you could make?
Well,
You seem to, haven't you? I want you to meet somebody that we rescued out of the gutter last night.
And you're stacking friends, finally, instead of bodies.
You may have poisoned me, given me diabetes.
oh, I'm sorry about that, Elf. I didn't mean. I thought that only humans would react to that. I figured you had green blood or something, that you would be resilient to it.
Well, I wasn't for a while, but then I felt a feeling in my heart that maybe you started to believe in Christmas, and I got stronger and better. I still have diabetes, but it turns out modern medicine can, take care of most of the problems, and it gets better every day, just like you've been getting better every day.
I do feel better. Everything's better with a friend or two. Would you be my friend?
I'll be your friend, but there's something you have to do before we can save Christmas. The
What?
reindeer. With Santa gone, the meat rendering plant has captured them all, and they're about to be turned into sausage.
Oh,
We're just elves. We don't know how to deal with modern meat butchery, so we thought, who better than a mortician to solve this problem?
I'll be right down. I'll meet you at the meat packing facility.
Good, and I believe you'll know exactly what to do.
I predict a poisoned meat grinder coming up. Zach's got to save the day and get rid of the meat grinder and get the reindeer back.
All right, boys, let's get that sausage ground. We don't have all day. Whew. Yeah, I want more people on the ferry prairie. Grind those fairies and pixies up into sugar dust. We don't have all day, all right? Look, Amazon grocery delivery needs more food, and that means we need more pixies and fairies ground up. Whew, this job gets easier every year. See there, worker, how's that reindeer sausage coming along? Haven't heard any screaming reindeer that makes me think you're doing the job any faster.
Well, I'm just oiling up the machine. I think maybe if you could go get me some more oil, I could fix it.
That's good. One of them reindeer's got some sort of mutated nose that glows red, so the grinder's got to be extra strong
Understand?
this year.
So why don't you do this? Give me the key to the reindeer cage, and if you get me some more oil, I'll fix the machine and I'll do all the grinding myself tonight, and
Hey,
you can go down to Lucky's.
It's about time a worker takes initiative.
Happy to do it.
There's the key to the reindeer cage. I'll go get that oil.
Finally, Zach.
Go, 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 go.
Redemption.
All right.
They're all ground up.
They're all ground up.
Well, they're not in the cage.
Well, they must be ground up.
So I guess we can go home early tonight, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, me and the boys can go have a drink and enjoy all our ill-gotten profits from grinding up old Santa's creatures.
I'll be right there. I have to.
All right. What's going on here?
I have to go freshen up. Okay, reindeer. Okay. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Now, do you think that you can get your friends to work with me here?
Well, I don't know. I think on account of my mutated nose, they don't really listen to me. They always just pick on me, and they were going to make me be the first one to go in the meat grinder. I'm kind of a misfit.
You know, you're not a misfit. You're better than the rest of them.
Really?
Yes, that nose is cool. Like, sometimes when somebody has a big feature, it's their best feature.
Hey, assholes! The new Santa says I'm better than you guys. Really? Really? You think the run's better than us?
He's the best I got. And if you can just follow him, we can get this job done.
All right, fine. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he?
Sorry I'm late.
Well, is it ready? You got the reindeer?
I do have reindeer.
You've learned
And-
how
and
to go
I-
from house to house?
And I do have gifts.
One night? You've got gifts?
There's mapping software. I'm not too worried about that.
Wow, mapping software. We don't have that in the North Pole.
Well, you know, it's a thing.
Wow, I think you're ready. Listen, obviously you're going to go and you're going to deliver all the presents to everywhere. And you're going to save Christmas. But something I didn't tell you. We also have had your dad tied up and kidnapped for the last 20 years. Remember when he went on that trip and was never seen again?
I thought he just left me.
No, he didn't actually ever leave. See, he went and helped us out. Son?
Dad?
You're here. It's good to see you.
Dad, I thought you were you know, I thought you were dead. And I memorialized that thought my whole life. I prepared dead people at the morgue because it was the way that I thought you wanted me to be.
I appreciated that. And I saw the statue you built of me without pants, standing in my workplace.
It's the way I remembered you, Dad. And it also kept the riffraff away.
But, son, I was wrong all those years ago when I told you that great ideas are terrible. Great ideas are great. I was always just afraid you'd get too ahead of yourself.
So, why didn't you ever try to find me?
Well, I thought maybe you wouldn't want to see me.
Oh.
I mean, you seemed so upset and angry all those years ago when I didn't take you on that trip.
I never went anywhere. But you know what, Dad? I'm gonna take over for Santa, and I'm gonna see the whole globe in one day. Then you'll be proud of me.
I'm already proud of you, son.
No, everybody, even some of the people that don't deserve it are gonna get stuff. Little Shawnee and little Brett and little Randy and little Drew, they're all gonna get toys.
Whoa, son, if you give presents to even the kids who don't deserve it, that's communism.
It's fine. I like red.
'Twas the night of Christmas, and all over the world, Zack Santa spun and Zack Santa swirled to the top of the Kremlin, to the top of the scope. Zack gave gifts, whether people were good or nope. The children woke up, whether naughty or nice, to find they received wealth or maybe just rice. It wasn't related to their income or wealth. Some people got money, some got good health. He distributed evenly all over the world, and at the end of the night, in his own bed he curled, up in the morgue where nobody lay. Zack finally had his rest at the end of Christmas Day. Son?
I don't think I've ever slept that well. That was amazing.
You did a good job, son. There's a lot of people out there who say they're your friend now. Could you go get me some pants?
I'd be happy to.
And see.
Hey, all right, come on back out here. Come on back out here. Hey, all right. There it is. It's Zach Goldberg and Tony Beeman. I can hear the and Nicole Reese up in the tech booth. We can see all the applause happening. We can hear it in our brains. And you guys had a lot of chat, by the way. Zach, you have a lot of friends who are smartasses.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's great. It's great. But we hope. And if you want to donate or anything like that, we post it in the chat room. You can go back and scroll up through it and click on it, and also come to the Christmas Carol on the 19th, the 7 o'clock, the special.
Yeah,
one.
if you want to see what happens when we prepare for a show, come to Christmas Carol.
No, you guys did a great job. So thank you once again, Twitch Land, and Zach, thank you, and Tony, thank you.
And thanks to our narrator.
Tom.
Thank you,
Thank
Tom.
No problem at all. Thank you.
we understood everything you said.
Yeah.
It was very clear.
Yeah, that was tough.
Yeah. Anyway, we do this every Wednesday. Next Wednesday is going to be a sing-along, a Christmas sing-along. So come to that. We have no idea. Again, it's all improv. We don't know what's gonna happen.
Do you want us to do a demo song?
Sure. Why don't you take us out with a demo song? And,
We need just a couple suggestions. We need a couple suggestions from the chat room, and we'll do a demo song.
Oh yeah.
We're going to look at chat room. Are we doing a song? All right.
Oh, well,
let's do
maybe
it.
not. All right, you're saved.
I'm going to look for the first word we see
First
in chat.
word. Tom killed it.
Tom killed it. Tom killed it. We're just going to take that as a suggestion.
All right. It's Christmas Eve again.
Christmas Eve again.
And we are paying tribute to a friend.
A friend who in the end was not a friend at all, for this friend caused the end of it all. His name was Tom.
Tom.
Did you have a dream as a child? Well, Tom killed it.
Tom killed it.
Did you have a friend as a child? Well, Tom killed it.
Tom killed it.
Anything you hope to have Tom killed. Tom even killed this scene.
The end.
We're going to have a real sing-along next week. So come check it out, and thanks.